Hey everyone, it's the TheAngryHoneyBadger, and it's time to take a look at a quick build for Nami. As for Nami's runes, this really comes down to personal preference. I like magic penetration marks, I like armor seals, magic resist per level glyphs, and then I like gold over time quintessences. I don't actually have those because I don't support as often as I should, but some movement speed ones for me will usually work out fairly well. Like I said, when it comes to your runes for your supports, it's really personal preference. This is just some of the ones I would recommend. As for my support masteries for Nami, I usually go with something like a 3-0-27 page. Concentrating in the utility tree, we're going to be picking up everything that'll help us with move speed, it'll help us with cooldown reduction, better sight on our wards, we get our additional goal over time, which is very important. We also do get our Explorer ward, which is something you really do want to get. Your Pickpocket, which is also very nice to have, and then your increased movement speed just to kind of help you out as you're not usually rushing your boots. As for Nami's abilities, at level 1, what I like to do is put a point into my Aqua Prison, which is going to be very important. Put 1 point into that at level 1, max that out completely last, though. At level 2, put a point into your Ebb and Flow, which is going to be nice for dealing damage and healing your teammates up. Going to typically max this out either first or second, depending on your support role and how you like to play. And then finally at level 3, put a point into your Tidecolor's Blessing. I like to max this out first to give us optimal damage for my AD carry, so that's what I like to do usually, but it just kind of comes down to personal preference. And then obviously for your Tidal Wave, which is your ultimate, put points into that at levels 6, 11, and 16. As for the build items that I take when I'm playing Nami at level 1, what you're going to want to do is start out with a couple sight wards, take a vision ward for dewarding, maybe a health pot or a mana pot, and then that fairy charm. You also have your Explorer ward and your biscuit of rejuvenation because that's all set up in your masteries, so you'll have those with you. That first trip back, granted you probably aren't going to buy all of these because you won't have the gold, but these are some of the first items you're going to want. Chalice of Harmony, I highly recommend. She loves to eat her mana up, so that's a good item. We will be building that into something later as well. A Cage's Lucky Pick, a Ruby Crystal, and Boots of Speed are all great beginning items. You'll be building some of these into your Ruby Sightstone for continuous warding throughout the game. You'll be taking that Cage's into a Twin Shadows, which will definitely help you and your team out, and your boots will become your Ionian Boots of Lucidity. The full build will look something like this. It'll be a Ruby Sightstone, you'll have your boots there, you'll have your Twin Shadows, you'll have a Runic Bulwark next, and then you'll take that Chalice and build that into a Mikhail's Crucible. Some optional items for that very last slot can consist of a Riley's Crystal Scepter for health and AP, a Locket of the Iron Solari to help you and your team out, or if you need more armor and health, a Sunfire Cape is never a bad choice. But other than that, that's kind of a quick build for Nami. If you're looking for a full-length build and guide to her, there is a link in the description where we go more in detail and in depth about her as a champion, her items, and we get to see a little bit of gameplay as well. But other than that, I'll just see all of you in the next build video. I'm going to flash through this wall, then use my distortion to get closer to her, gap close, and use Mimic with my Q and ultimate to blow her up. Now she is gone, no chance to retreat, and we have the clear advantage in the team fight. So